meeting, not July 9th. It is, I have all three selectmen present, I have the town, administrator present. Mr. Leo Martell is not here tonight, so I have a substitute,
Very qualified one.
Yeah.
according for the, citizens of Dunbarton. Okay, gentlemen, we have some minutes to start with.
I will make a motion to approve the regular minutes of June 25th, 2026 as amended.
I'll second that motion.
Any
to approve the
discussion?
June 25th minutes.
Any discussion on those, gentlemen?
I would assume we did have some final edits within just the past couple hours. I assume those made it in there.
Yes, they did.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye. I'll make a motion to approve the non-public minutes of June 25th, 2026 as amended.
I'll second that.
And, as far as discussion, gentlemen, do they have to be sealed? I don't think so.
I would not find a need to seal that.
Okay, then all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
This is it.
Here.
Oh, for the record, when I was said there's a substitute for Leo Martell, I didn't name the substitute. Fred Mellon is here, former town moderator. And a very integral contributor to the town of Dunbar. Thank you, Fred,
There
for
you
being
go.
here. Okay, it's gonna be a modified agenda. Generally, we have, the mailbox essentially, and then we have several items need to be discussed in non-public. So I'm gonna open up the town for public comment first. If there's anything in the audience, go ahead, sir.
Yes, our cemetery trustees should be commended for where they maintain our cemeteries, all of them in town. Cause I do a lot of geocaching, and sometimes it brings me near a cemetery. And I was in one last night in Manchester. That thing is derelict. The grass is about 8 inches high. There's at least 8 to 10 stones toppled over. There's a big obelisk over there, like on a 30-degree angle, ready to go over. It's a shame. And our cemetery trustees get sixth graders with them as a give back project. They clean stones and everything else, and they also got a beautiful website. So I think they should be commended.
Okay.
Right. I
Thank you.
agree with that.
Very good, thank you. Anything else, or, and Chief, you're on the, agenda, so we don't have to talk about anything right now. I'm gonna go right to the mailbox items, gentlemen. We have a notification from the auctioneers where we put, police and fire departments advertise some stuff. And, looks like we get some sales from the auction of an amount of $2,176.58. Have we received the,
Yeah, it's attached.
attached, okay? That's good.
So PD, recouped $994.07 after fees, and the fire department recouped $1,128.51 after fees.
Now, normally, we have a decision to make on the board. Sometimes we would let this go into the budget, into the general fund. That's been pretty much policy, or we can return it to the department, as far as operational expenses. It's up to the board how we want to handle the funding.
Could I ask when were these items actually put into the auction pipeline?
When,
Yeah,
it was
it's
this
like
spring.
how long does it take for something?
They have it like a yearly spring auction every year.
They've been having two though lately.
They have a spring and a fall auction. Are you talking about the state auction on
Yes.
Yeah,
Clinton Street? That's twice a year.
Yeah. These are the results of the spring auction.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
May I just add, sorry, the ones that we did, it's the same company, JSJ, but they do a municipal online auction. So what's really nice is once we gather up all that stuff, instead of having to hold on to it till April or October, they'll come pick it up and they'll put it right in the online auction, and then the town recoups money that way.
So it gives more exposure to the items you're selling.
It does, yeah. Like vehicles and stuff, we still do April, October, but
Right.
all the stuff that we sold was basically like quite frankly, junk from the basement.
Okay.
Okay.
Just to let you know, the auction was advertised digitally this time, using platforms as Facebook, Twitter, HiBid, New England, and now their internal website. And, basically advertised it by sending it out to 7,500 people who participated in auctions before.
Okay.
And so it's a great,
So, this is different than the spring and fall.
Yeah, so
auction,
because
the
it's
vehicles.
digital, is this like more in real time, like if you found more stuff now, you could put it up there? Is there any frequency to that, like can you do it quarterly or monthly or?
We try to gather as much stuff as we possibly can and then send it. I think this was only the second time we've done it in the last couple of years, so maybe it's a once.
But in terms of their frequency for
I
the
get a
online
notice,
stuff,
I get a notice that I share with the departments, and that would give them the time to.
do you have any sense for how
I know it's
frequently
just
they're?
twice a year, but this
It's pretty
method
frequent.
is,
Yeah, okay,
I believe the municipal one, yeah,
the online one.
yeah, online, yes, yeah, that's
Okay.
my understanding.
I mean, it would make sense that they go into more of a real-time online, I mean, think about it, everything, you know, whether it be eBay or Facebook Marketplace or anything, like, there's no reason to like wait till a certain
Exactly.
date,
Mhm.
just to put the stuff out there.
What kind of items are in this list? Is it like printers? computers.
a vacuum, lights, tires,
Okay,
helmets,
Okay.
medical training dummy. It's interesting.
Hmm.
Coleman Power made, an old generator, miscellaneous old splints,
Hmm.
file cabinets, old projector screens, lateral file cabinets, an old black and green suction hose.
So to your question about, where the funds would go.
Yes.
What has been some precedence on that?
It's been a mixed bag. In the most recent past, we've been just putting it into the general fund. If we found the departments could use the dollars, we return to the departments. So it's a mixed bag. There's no, the precedent is either way the board decides.
cause we have adopted the RSA that gives this board the authority to do what they would like with that money. This is a small dollar amount,
I'm of the opinion that basically they're turning in equipment, and if they wanna go out and purchase or find a new piece of equipment which would supplement their armamentarium, I'd say this would be some money they could use within their budget.
You say give it back to
Yes,
the,
give it back to.
police department and fire department?
Yes,
but
respectively.
you're
Yeah.
also taking away from your potential surplus that you
Yeah.
might use
True.
towards next year's operating budget.
We're talking about $2,000, $2,100.
Do you have any opinions on it?
I mean, I could always use the 900,
So
But-
thinking about, let me just ask this, so one of the thoughts I have is, by giving it back to you for potential needs, right, you don't have to spend it, but if you came up with something, you say, oh, look, I get this $994 for that. Would you be more inclined to clean your basement out more, if you knew you were getting it back?
I mean, yeah, I think the whole
I
premise.
just don't know what, like, are you like, is it clean and spotless and you don't have any more stuff, or would you actually say, you know what, if I can get this, I can come up with another batch of stuff?
Yeah, I mean, we've done a pretty thorough clean, we probably have maybe another SUV full,
Okay.
nothing too crazy,
Yeah.
but, I mean, either way, we wanna make sure we're getting rid of stuff appropriately with that policy and
Okay,
that money's coming back to the town. I'm kind of ambivalent, I mean, I love the money, but at the same time, I understand the surplus is needed at the end of the year, so.
I'd say we can just keep it in general fund, it's just a small amount, let's just keep it in general fund for now.
yeah.
In the event
I
that,
mean, and we can make a mental note that this occurred, right, and this
Yeah.
money's there,
Yeah.
so if you came up with a need,
And,
it just means you gotta come back and ask
Ask
for it, instead of just spending it, cause if it goes into your budget, you can spend it without anyone knowing about it.
Right.
I like that idea, I know
Yeah.
if they're short on dollars, we know we have some dollars that we can
Yes,
allocate.
yeah. I think
Yeah.
that's,
And put it in the general fund, makes sense to me.
cause then it would be an unanticipated expense for you, where you could come and say, hey, I would really like, $1,000 for such and such an item.
Sure.
And that would balance out with the amount we received.
Okay, then I make a motion that we accept the check for $2,176.58 to be added to our general fund.
I'll second that.
I'm
All in favor?
in favor,
Aye.
aye.
Make sure you want to show.
Yeah, I like that,
Okay,
I like that approach.
I got a leave request for a town employee.
Is this the second one in a row we've done?
Yes,
for that town employee.
and we give out too much vacation, that's what I'm saying. So,
I try to take time off, doesn't always happen.
No names were mentioned.
there are, we have a note for, join us for July garden cleanup days, this is from, Lean, can you talk about this?
Alright, so in the email you have there, Garden Club shared, for information, their, schedule for cleaning and beautifying the town. They have been out here for a few hours today, they were here, on the 7th, a couple days ago, and they have a very hefty schedule of dates, listed, and
Yeah.
they're doing a wonderful job, but they're opening it to everyone, that might be interested in just getting involved.
I saw him a few minutes after 8 AM.
And I saw him, he's out here, still working out here now.
Yep, Tuesday morning, yep. They have, Saturday, July 11th, Monday, July 13th, and Wednesday, July 15th, they have 2-hour blocks. If anyone is interested, bring your gloves and whatever else you would like to use when you're gardening.
I haven't, they do a lot of posting on Facebook, but I haven't seen this, like these dates
Yeah,
actually
I'm
posted. This is the first I've
Because it's in that
heard
letter,
about
right?
it,
It's in
yeah.
that-
Yeah, because I'm a member of the garden club, this was sent out in an email to garden club
To garden
members
club
asking
members.
for the garden club membership to participate in this.
Okay,
That's where the volunteers are coming from.
okay. So there isn't a solicitation to the general residents in
Not
town?
to my knowledge, to the general population
Okay.
in town.
Do you know if the garden club
It's
prefers
welcome,
not
but
to have?
I assume I'm not the president of the garden club, or,
Okay, I didn't know what the
leadership, but I'm
communication has
sure-
been. Like, does it say, are you told, like, bring your neighbors and friends if?
no, I'm just told this is going out to garden club members. I
Okay.
don't
So
know
check-
if
So,
others are
The
invited.
members, I think, Carrie's, is it Carrie, her name?
Yeah.
She said that you're up to like 50 members?
Right, about 50
And she's trying to get them
more involved.
more involved than
Yeah.
just the meetings.
I'm not sure they need the general public, because
Okay.
you wanna have a
that's
small
probably why
group.
it's not been posted.
And this is just an FYI.
Yes,
for
okay.
us.
There's
Okay.
a limited time.
I mean, obviously for the public, I wanna make sure that they would know that, hey, how come I'm,
Right.
I would like to help, but there really hasn't been a request to
No,
help.
but
Right.
if they can help by joining the garden club, it's like an incentive. there.
Right,
Sure.
exactly.
Okay, got it.
I think
That
FYI
makes
for
sense.
us, okay.
That makes sense.
Well, I just wanna say kudos to the garden club, and I've seen them
It's
outside
a-
doing the
Yeah.
triangle.
They're doing a great job.
Yeah, so kudos to them, continue the good work. Okay, Lean, I think that's it on the mailbox.
Yep.
Fred, I promise you're gonna go home early today, Fred.
Yeah,
I'm gonna open it for public comment one more time.
That's
almost.
Oh, it is,
Okay.
okay.
I'm closing public comment, it's gonna come back to the board, this is for the tape, I wanna, Lean, if you,
I just wanted to let the board, and I did share the notice, we're being audited from the Department of Labor. I have spoken to the individual assigned to this audit. It's a work in progress, it involves, information from the payroll department and, the fire department, so it's a work in progress, and we'll be working closely with them to get this, corrected and finalized.
Chuck, anything for the board?
Nothing for the board, no.
I have a couple things.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
One, we had spoken last time, we had Dave Knowlton here talking about vendors for the transfer station equipment. Just wanted to report that we actually had, two on-site visits this week. One was to the transfer station on Tuesday, just to view kind of the general operation of the existing equipment around there, so we had a better feel for the usage of equipment. And then on Wednesday, we actually visited a vendor for looking at a couple of different models, 3 different models we looked at. So just for the general knowledge of the board and the public, we are still in the process of evaluating equipment and
Okay.
vendors for transfer station needs.
Okay, work in progress.
And it's going well, yeah, we have another session scheduled to
Okay.
meet with some other vendors, and then we'll be narrowing it down
Super.
from there, so
I'd
that's
like
going
to add on to that I attended the tour of the transfer station on Tuesday as well. I kind of initiated it as a new selectman, I wanted to see how the operation worked, but more so that we could evaluate what the equipment needs were, and I attended that one vendor, session on Wednesday.
Very good,
So it was very good and informative, both of them were.
good.
Okay, I have a second item.
Go ahead, sir.
So we have been notified, this is related to Dunbarton Community Power. So Eversource and Unitil have announced their rates for August 1st that have been approved by the PUC. Both of the utility vendors are coming in with the supply rate north of 14 cents. I don't have the exact numbers here in front of me, but they're both north of 14 cents.
Okay.
Therefore, our Dunbarton Community Power Plan is looking better all the time at 11.2 cents. So, if there are residents that chose to opt out on the original plan and they're on utility power and not on their own third-party arrangement already, this would be a good time for them to opt back into community power and save approximately 3 cents per kilowatt hour, which could be in the range of anywhere from $20 to $50 per month savings for a resident, if they're not in community power now.
By what time would they have to opt in, anytime?
So they can opt in at any time, but when you opt in, everybody has a different meter read date during the month. And so when you opt in, the next meter read date is the date at which you would start using Dunbarton Community Power. So let's just say, for argument's sake, you had a 15th of July meter read date and you opted in tomorrow. Starting July 15th, you would start to incur power from Dunbarton Community Power. Your August bill that you would get would reflect the fact that you converted prior to your meter read date in July. So there's always a little bit of a lag from
Right.
when the power starts flowing to your house to when the bill comes in. So I would recommend people do it during this month now, don't wait until August, otherwise
You lose savings.
And
you're just a month behind if you waited till August.
how many months would that, rate of 11 cents be good for?
It's good until, December 1st.
December 1st, and then it could potentially go up or down, or? We don't know.
We're in negotiation
Okay.
on that, yes.
Okay, so
That's a supply, bidding issue, and everything that happens geopolitically, affects those rates.
Right.
Hopefully, we can get something locked in for the fall,
Yeah,
sooner than later.
yes.
Okay, thank you.
So anyway, I think that's a good public, notice for people to
Right.
know that we're now about 3 cents a kilowatt hour savings on the energy portion of your bills if you participate in Dunbarton Community Power.
Very good, thank you.
So you're okay with me posting those, cause I was shared in that email, if I could.
Yes, you can post that. And that had the exact rates that the utilities are going to.
Last meeting, it was decided that I would be the selectman's rep to talk to, with Lean, to talk to the town clerk regarding closing. And Lean and I met with the town clerk, it was a very positive meeting. We educated her of the latitude she has within her budget line of what she can and cannot use to pay her as deputies. And as a result of that meeting, she retracted the closure and opened up for at least a half a day on the July 2nd.
Right.
And so she's very much more educated as far as how much latitude she has in keeping, when she can take time off, but she can utilize her deputies to keep it open as a service to the public. So it was a very positive meeting.
Good.
Okay?
Thank you for doing that.
And Lean was very helpful there too, thanks Lean. All right, then, I'd like to make a motion, we go into non-public, per RSA 91-alpha, colon 3, paragraph 2, subparagraph C and alpha, at the request of the police chief Ruminer. Zinsky, yes.
I'll
Boy,
second
yes.
If you wanna see those monuments physically,
Just,
let me
no,
know.
we did.
We just do a
I
yes.
appreciate it.
We all vote,
Yeah, just.
Oh, okay, we just do a Frost, yes.
okay.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna take a quick recess while we allow you to